Hi everyone, and welcome to Waihi Bush Organic Farm. I'm going to have another go at talking about dry eyes because I got distracted on Friday and forgot a couple of key points. So here we go again. So dry eyes is a problem for quite a lot of people, especially if you have contact lenses, and it's caused by either inflammation of the tear glands or some lack of integrity of the tear film. We had a question on Thursday from a customer who had been using flaxseed oil for a number of months, just straight flax original, and she still has dry eyes, and noticed that comment in the website about that. So she was asking whether she could perhaps move to Flax Plus for the winter, or would that help the dry eyes or not. So the answer to that question is probably not, actually, because the dry eye, if she's been having flaxseed oil, Flax Plus just has additional selenium, vitamin D and vitamin K, which are probably not going to do anything great for the dry eyes. So what are the causes of dry eyes? And that's a really, because there's a hell of a lot of variation in what can cause dry eyes. Contact lenses, aging, being a woman, and infections or medications you're taking. So what I suggest is that she tries a product that I put together called called Super Boost, which is kind of like a combination of and vegan fish oil, because the secondary omega-3s and 6s in the Super Boost are very effective at reducing inflammation. And it turns out that there are a number of commercial products on the market that have a combination of flaxseed oil and fish oil. So how does this work? Well, the flax oil is particularly important. There's three layers to your tears, the tear film. There's the water phase, there's the oil phase, and then there's the mucus phase. And of course the flaxseed oil helps to maintain the integrity of the oil phase, which is really important for the lubrication of the eyes. So that's why the ALA in flax oil is important to have in the combination. It's not sufficient to just have fish oil. You won't get the same effect. But the combination of secondary omega-3s and 6s in Super Boost works in your body just the same as flaxseed oil. Now, Megan had been taking Flax Original for 3 months and still wasn't having any impact on the dry eyes, which is unusual. It suggests that her body is not manufacturing the secondary omega-3s and 6s very well yet. And there are a number of conditions, and basically modern living blocks that enzyme process. And so that's why we suggest very strongly that you start off, when you're first taking flaxseed oil, to have Flax Super Boost, because you'll get a faster response. For most people, the enzyme pathways that are being blocked by modern living will readapt as your genes readapt to and respond to the differences in diets. They're not fixed things. Your genes are not fixed. They do respond to what you're doing to your body. So that's a really important point. As you may have noticed, I mentioned that being a woman greatly increases your risk. It's somewhere between 1 and 3 times more likely to have dry eyes than men, which suggests very strongly there's a sex hormone component. The research is very fuzzy on this. It could be either estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone. To me, the research tends not to talk about estrogen dominance, which is a very important factor, which comes from xenoestrogens in our food supply and our environment. So to me, if you have dry eyes and it's not responding to Super Boost, then I'd be looking at perhaps having one of our products that includes flax flower, like gut support, to balance your hormones, so that you don't get estrogen dominance. There are other hormones involved as well, potentially. Having low thyroid can impact on your tear film, and it might be possible that's an indication of low thyroid. Maybe you should have a look at the symptoms of low thyroid and wonder whether that's some of the things like low energy levels, feeling cold, issues with your hair falling out. The other hormones that can impact on it is insulin, and again, it might be an indication that you're starting to run into insulin diabetic metabolic syndrome type symptoms if you're having dry eyes and nothing you've done is helping you the problem. Then maybe just looking at your potential symptoms of metabolic syndrome, like being overweight, having high blood pressure and things like that. So that's several points that I didn't cover on Friday, but again, my first recommendation, and the one most likely to be a problem, is lack of integrity in the oily layer of your eye film, and this product will do a great job of helping that. So thanks for your time, and sorry about for the repetition. Okay, finish.